Boo. All right. Sorry. Had to eat some. You. Limbus Company hate me. Limbus Company hates me. I spent so much money, and this is what you give me in return. Alright. I woke up at 4 p.m.
저희는 화투패로 하는 거라면 전문으로 입회를 담당하고 있죠. 포커나 마작같이 다른 물건들을 사용하는 건
Fuck my sleep schedule. uh, 10 hours. It's not really good. It gave me a headache. Alright. The 8th Walpurgis night. Do I do that? Oh, when did I get this? Oh. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot. I might be able to shot someone. Yeah. Isan, nice. Based. Haven't heard the word based for so long. Did the word die? No. I'm more hearing godet or peak than based. I've never seen based since this year started. Oh yeah, cringe is gone as well. I mean, not gone, but haven't seen for a while. Though are in dire need of a lesson table manners. Peak. Squishable. Make a crispy winner of mine with your hand of yours. Oh my dick. Okay, oh wait, shit. No, where's music?
저희는 화투패로 하는 거라면 전문으로 입회를 담당하고 있죠. 포커나 마작같이 다른 물건들을 사용하는 건 그쪽
Okay. I don't need easy, just let me do hard. Oh. Fuck!
내 작품
부름이라면 기쁘게 나서죠.
Okay.
서두르지 말고 느긋하고 여유롭게.
No.
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래가진 못할
It just
거야.
starts. Okay.
식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지. 점 찍었네.
Hong, are you alright? Do you feel not good or something? I
제압 계획의 규모가 너무 큰 거 아니야? 적당히 쉬엄쉬엄 해.
charge is fun. You just need to get good. Skill issue. Get good. Oh. Read. Don't let them. Like only thing I can say is get good and read.
감상은 어떤가요?
Then again, it's skill issue.
아무래도
Get
직원
good.
관련 부서 배치가 잘못된 것 같아. 예술적이네요. 이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
양반이 떠올랐어요.
들리세요? 한 쌍의 상황볼과 24개의 늑골이 자아내는 티비아의 멜로디가! 징계팀에서 다 망가뜨린 줄 알았는데 멀쩡한 장비가 남아있었나봐. 훌륭한 면만이네요.
Oh, come on, Sinclair.
파우스트, 신체파의 예술을 보여줄 시간이랍니다. 이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
관자리.
관리자님은 그래도 어디에 누구누구처럼 직원들을 사지로 내몰진 않는.
Sinclair, you suck.
파우스트, 신체파의 예술을 보여줄 시간이랍니다. 완성되었나? 이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도
Then Alex can Bowser stomp you because he's like 6'2" or 6'3" or something.
게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
양반이 떠올랐어요.
마지막으로 남길 말?
훌륭한 단말만 해요. 이제
Who's that?
한 쌍의 상황을 24개의 늑골이 자아내는 이하의 멜로디가
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는
No.
몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지.
Pause's friend.
그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무
How many times are you missing the skill? What the?
이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
Okay.
점 찍었네.
Isn't that Doc Allen?
퇴장 시간이 되었답니다. 그럼 안녕히.
항상 저희 영감을 일깨워 주신다면
합격장.
Pain.
어중간한 예술은 물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에. 임파스터.
Impasto.
이런 제압은 회사에겐 효율적일지는 몰라도 직원들의 희생이 항상 뒤따르는 법이지. 그 희생을 값싼 대가로 여기는 게 아니라면 한상체 제압에 너무 집착하지는 마. 이곳의 목적이 그런 게 아니라는 건 관리자님도 알고 있잖아.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로.
Que bello. God fucking damn.
아듀.
이번에도 멋지게 해냈네. 엔젤라님에게 잔뜩 칭찬을 들었겠어? 당신의 노고는 이곳을 좀 더 멋지게 바꾸는데 일조할 거예요. 같은 그럴듯해 보이지만 하나도 재미없는 소리 말이야.
Oh, there's no voice. Fuck. Fuck. It wasn't as complicated as I had thought. Eyes forward, the largest hostile element standing. Do not drop your guard until it's eliminated. Well, just keep ahead of that plotting fucking turtle, and we assault it. And as if the bastard spilled in venom that eats you to the bone. Besides, if it was that dangerous, Clockhead wouldn't have shot the rest of them off to the lobby for a breather, huh? Yet should it be allowed to land but a single blow, thou shalt be crunched betwixt the jaw in dreadful haste. Young Musel too was consigned to such a fate. Sob! I only asked him to slow down so we could proceed more safely. Didn't think it would turn out like that. I feel so bad. I too find myself on the verge of becoming prey to it, but Musel's unhasting interposition spared me that outcome. I am indeed indebted to him. That Sapphire bloke running this place is a real sawtooth chase, was it? Keeping nothing while we were busy scrubbing, and now that it's over, he switched the radio off just to sort himself a coffee. Maybe it's his way of saying that the best welfare perk for employees is neglect. Excuse me, less talking, more helping, do you mind? I know we all think it's an easy fight, but that thing is absolutely durable and I have no idea how much more we have to throw at it. Huh? Her irritated muttering spilling into motion, Ishmael swung her weapon through the air, hard against the gigantic bug's carapace. And as though that had been just the blow needed to end it, the creature split into pieces, its bulk crushing to the floor in chunks. And with that... Oh! The bulbous, engorged orange pustule on the insect's back burst with a sticky wet pop, spraying its contents all over Ishmael. First green, and now orange. You've got a knack for getting sprayed. Are you okay, Ishi? No, just stay there. This is nothing. I've been splashed with far worse out at sea. Wait a minute, this somehow smells familiar. That look. What was that? For a split second, her face brightened, just to scrunch up into a grimace. Oi, what's wrong? Ease up here, some of that stuff even got into her mouth. Just think how awful that must feel taste. I mean, you probably can't even put it into words. No. Someone get over here and give it a taste. The fuck? Ishmael? What makes you think we'd fancy a taste of that nasty goo? No, that's not it. I'm not being weird or anything. It's just shocking. Shockingly wrong, is it? You're gonna croak from it. We're not drafting out to queue up and join, yeah? If you keep kicking it like that... Oh, darn it. Heathcliff went abruptly quiet as well. I've tasted this. Okay, what? About an hour back. On. I found out discarded yonder and thought to retrieve it. Ethan slipped gently between Heathcliff's furrowed stare and Ishmael's resolute nod. Resting within his hand were sheets of paper. One was a garish flyer featuring a mascot raising a soda can with an exaggerated smile. And the one was a booklet that seemed to list up how to use tips for some sort of device. ICC3FLO Bonbon Juicy Squeezer, Orange Instruction Manual. Table of contents: breeding and feeding, exterior creepace, vesicle harvest, liquid extraction, and storage procedures. So that means... No, it can't be. It can't. The flyer, yeah, what does that flyer say? Go on. Shake a shake, zing a zing, new launch doesn't bonbon orange flavor. It says. We've seen the can of that flyer before. The same can that's still within our line of sight. The same can that Roger's holding in her right hand. The container of bonbons, so-called vesicles or pulp. That can't be right. That can't be right. Can't be. Dead. Rip. We watched Roger unravel, eyes quaking as she muttered on herself. The next instant, the world went dark as though the candle that had been lighting our path was snuffed out. We found ourselves back in a familiar place. Oh, you're back, just in time. Manager, I found a gas station simulator for you. Powered back to full on with some minor modifications, giving you an anatomical limitation that keeps mastication off the list of your physical abilities. But before we proceed, care to explain the cause of this collective display of nausea? No, it can't be right, it can't be true. Tell me it's alien. Tell me it's a lie. No, it's not possible. This one seems to have completely lost her sense. Was the audio more challenging than expected? The audio itself was fine, it's just that there was not audio we had to. When time permits, I will need to research and develop an interpretive device for the clockwork TikTok. This mode of communication is certainly less than In any case, I took the liberty of installing the dancing bonbon beverage flavor you requested in the simulator. Try activating the function and see whether you are able to taste it. No thanks. You're shaking your head. Is that a sign of refusal? Yes, I'm good. Sorry guys. Maybe this will be the only time. The absence of mouth feels like a blessing.
약지에 감긴 세 바퀴의 반지는 마에스트로가 되기 위해 인정받은 세 가지 작품을 뜻하죠. 비록 지금
오케이.
제 작품이 만인의 심금을 울
Do I even need to do it?
저 살점을 찢으면 더 붉게 칠해지겠지?
저 활활 타는 마음도 오래 가진 못할 거야. 식기 전까진 열성적으로 해보는 것도 괜찮겠지.
Okay. Die.
우리가 얼마나 더 무너지고 어둠에 익숙해져야 빛이
Shut up,
보일까?
shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
관리자님은 좋겠어. 이런 부끄러움조차 까맣게 잊어버릴 수 있으니.
최악이요. 소재는 망가졌고 영감은
Alright.
떠난 지 오래지. 이리도 굴욕적인 기분은 참으로 오랜만이군.
Funeral. A funeral was held for Martin and the LCE researchers today. Martin! I thought I'd seen more than my fair share of deaths throughout my journey with the sinners. But never before had I witnessed this many people gather in one place to mourn the deceased together. That unfamiliarity made me feel a bit out of place. Oh, no voice! No voice! I'm not reading. Most of the sinners seem to be feeling that similar sense of being out of their element as well. Some of them were asking Musul, apparently the most knowledgeable of them all when it comes to funeral process and etiquette, all manner of questions for pointers. Expressing respect the primary purpose. Hand placement and gesture are unimportant if that objective can be accomplished. No, that's not true. The past intervallos got voices, and they stopped voicing. Hey, where do I put this? Beneath the third pillar to the right. Can any of you quit chatting for 1 second? Have you all forgotten the instruction to carry yourselves with a solemn propriety that befits the occasion? Cut me some slack, I haven't been to funerals all that much. I mean, I did tell you to read the manual. I even underlined all the important parts for you. Sorry, shit, the wall of text was just too much for me. My focus started fizzling out of page 30 on words. I had never seen a here attend a funeral before. Back when we set foot in the Green Manor in Teacup. Thou speakest of the funeral held in young Heathcliff's manor, dost thou not? The one bereft of the dead. Bereft of the dead, I mean, someone had to have died, because there wouldn't have been a property dispute big enough to involve the UFA sausage nostalgia otherwise. I've said this time and again, but it was just an unintentional anonymity to prevent family strife. Intentional anonymity, is it? If the situation was indeed as thou sayest, then there was no help in it forsooth. Yet it is a pity that wasn't named at their own funeral. The name of the deceased was... It was Catherine's funeral. She was very dear to Heathcliff. I've thoroughly reviewed the past 5 years worth of local newspapers pertain to the matter, yet no such name relevant to the case was identified. Manager. It's 5 o'clock ahead. At least you'll remember. That's good enough, ain't it? It had to be the Golden Bow's influence. Somewhere along the way, everyone's memories of the event of Wuthering Heights had become warped. The sinner seems to think that the Golden Bow had always been there in that manner, and that Nellie was coaxed into stealing it by Hareman Linton in their minds. Was now a grieving brother who had been conducting research for his dead sister's sake. Nobody questioned it, not Don Quixote, not Faust. Every single sinner believed the twisted version of the memory as if it was bruh. Heathcliff and I gave up trying to correct them. Instead, we just check in on each other's memory every now and then. Because if there's something that it was that anything tied to Catherine had all been painted over. Every detail glided and glossed over with the glow of the bow. The point is, how should I put this? The circumstances of that funeral didn't exactly leave us much room to properly express our condolences back then. Between Heathcliff running on a rampage and that Hindley guy bent on interfering with the execution of the will, I assume that sort of employment was pretty common stuff for a funeral, but apparently not, huh? No, well, I think it's actually rare to see a place that follows proper funeral procedures. I've traveled around quite a bit myself, but I can't confidently say that I've ever been to a legitimate funeral. The one at Wuthering Heights was one of the more proper funerals, if only for pretending to have a process. They at least had prepared a coffin and even had a formal reading of the will. It seems funerals are far from being an everyday custom in the city. Funerals are considered a rather extravagant practice here as well. Corporations are not eager to grant time offs just because an irrelevant someone has died. And the price of real estate seldom makes it viable to buy land and erect memorial houses on it. Then, what other options do people usually have? We used to just leave them where they died, and after one night's sleep, the bodies were gone just like that. Better than paying loads of money to bury them, somewhere just to have that stir up load of duff rumors, eh? Rumors. You know, rumors about there being valuables buried with the bodies, on an arm being some fancy prosthetic, all that rot. Better to let the dead go in peace than to bury them in a grave just for some sorts later desecrate yet. In Honyon, people tend to set up graves if they have enough room to spare. Of course, there wasn't guarantee that they wouldn't lose the burial room by the next restructuring day. Hohenheim softened and hung his head. Otios foolishness, all of it. Comforting the soul of the departed, another Mendancy. All those funds so carelessly squandered, all for the purpose of furnishing the living with a fragile excuse to cling on. Are those words from his heart or just something said to convince himself? Hohenheim, I feel the same. Funeral sucks. Whichever was the truth, I couldn't see the look on his face with his head tucked so low. The funeral didn't last long. It was just a brief moment of silence, followed by a few quick goodbye that was shorter still. The ceremony came to a close once Alisa, who was still in recovery, came to pay her final respects. The flames devoured the coffins of Martin and the other researchers, announcing the end of their existence with the crackle of the firewood. So, I suppose you'll be living now. Oh. We're staying until Greg was stable enough to travel. Oh, Greg. Oh, yeah. Oh, I completely forgot about it. Dante says we'll remain here until Gregor's condition settles. Gregor came to his senses again a few days after his unforeseen metamorphosis in the battle against the Thompsoner's father. He was given a checkup and Hohenheim said there's no cause for concern. Physically, that is. The psychological assessment turned out disastrous, to say the least. Gregor was declared unfit for combat deployment for the time being. So, he won't be living just yet. Good to know.
What? What do you mean by that? You wanna have fun with me in the room? Only to...
Okay. Then I assume you'll be okay with us borrowing Sinclair for... Sinclair? You lucky bastard. You lucky bastard. I'll kill you when you come back. When you came back, I will kill you. I will turn you into dices. I'll cut you into dices and burn them. Not even ash remains. Me? Yes, you. The LCE wants to look into the sign you manifested, Sinclair. The higher ups didn't waste a second green light in the project. Fuck! Which means what I'm telling you is more a notice of investigation than a request for permission. Huh. What investigation? What are you... Alright, Sinclair. Pull down your pants! Just rather rudimentary instance of human experimentation. Calm yourself. Human experimentation? Did you really have to put it like that, boss? Not to worry, Sinclair. A swipe or two on your skin and maybe some toxin therapy. That's all there is to it. Of course, if we had your consent, the avenues of research could be vastly... No, I'm not giving you my consent. For your reference, the other departments have also submitted some quite enthusiastic requests for research and observational purposes. Oh, you have no idea, we had to get boss to fan off the LCS Mirror World Observatorium department and their hissy fits. They wanted to be the first ones to get their hands on you and spearhead the research, you see, huh? And had we allowed them, we'd have kept you for a good few months before letting you go, so the last you could do to thank us is be a good boy and cooperate. Just in time, our researchers are here. Sinclair, be a good boy. Alyssa waved at the researchers who were filing out of the funeral hall after paying their respects. It wasn't long before Sinclair found himself surrounded on all sides. Of course. Stay strong, Sinclair. You can do it. All I could do was to offer an unspoken encouragement to Sinclair. who sounded ready to collapse into full-blown panic any minute. What about you? You're not going with them? Oh, it's back to the long-term recovery world for me. I always thought scientific research was the one thing that flamed my passion, but the recent events haven't introduced me to the merits of paid sick leave. I realized the time of beats research project in my book, marginally. Enjoy it while it lasts. I highly suspect that every request for PTO submitted by our department will be rejected for the rest of the year. Well, it's true, your average corporation doesn't give more than a week off a year. As soon as Alyssa trudged off with her dragon steps, the researchers seized Sinclair and whisked carried really him away. Alright, we should get going too. Oh, do you all have somewhere else to be? Well, I thought I'd go visit Gregor. I'm worried about him. Got something that behave with, gotta be up for it. Gone with Sinclair to get some rest, also to keep an eye on the researchers and something if trying nothing fishy with the experiment. Let me know later if you need anything dirty. Destined further in a different direction. They seem to have their own relented around you not say it, did I see? Everyone's a bit of their own thing. Puff! The only ones keeping me company now are the issue. I've been feeling the air around, take cigarette smoke, and don't go to horse and pin and temp. Oh, Vespa! Fox was still here too, staring blankly into the air. Stupid Fox. Is she accessing the Gesellschaft? You seem to have some time to spare, manager. As I stood there, wondering what I should do next to pass the time, jerk off! Hohenheim, who had apparently finished struggling and signing the stack of paper, walked over to me. This makes things rather convenient. There's something I had intended to discuss with you and Senator Ryoshu, a matter that requires your assistance. What kind of assistance? What quoi? Says K. Fuck. Ryoshu. What kind of assistance, says Clockhead? Wait a minute, did Ryoshu just step in as my interpreter? Damn! It's not that I don't appreciate her gesture, especially since she'd usually snap at me and tell me to find someone else to interpret whenever the issue came up. But... That's fucking cute though, stupid Faust. But I can't help but doubt whether her choice method of interpretation actually accomplishes anything. Yes, I must admit a certain novelty in witnessing the reconstitution of that which requires interpretation into yet another linguistic front equally demanding of it. It would seem we are in need of more manpower. Scratching his head, Hohenheim looked around for a moment before coming to a certain pose as though an idea had crossed his mind. At the end of his gaze was a certain someone who was busy badgering LCCA employees with her relentless questioning.
Who else pray might know where he is? If thou knowest now, listen closely. The one I seek is a bearer of hair fashioned in the likeness of a
You there? Why don't you join us too? Dost thou speak of me? The LCC personnel who were cornered by Don Quixote and her rather forceful interrogation regarding Vespa's whereabouts took the opportunity and fled the scene without so much as a backward glance the moment their captor turned her head to answer Hohenheim. Indeed, there's a task that requires their assistance. But I have yet more words to trade with the most noble yellow harpoon. You seek to emulate the virtue of huh? Does that entail turning down the earnest plea of those in need? For the sake of clarity and distinction, it would be prudent to assign you a different identifier from that of my assistants. You are to be number 2. That is, assistant number 2. I have not yet concluded mine exchange with the yellow harpoon, but no true knight would abandon those who call for aid. Pray speak thy quest, how may I be of service to thee? Delegating the interpretation of the manager's speech of sinner number 4 has proven to be counterproductive. As such, your task will be to report to me what the manager says. Oh, that is indeed a simple task. However, this... whack, cock, or ass. Elude as mine understand this as well. Please allow me to but a little time to uncover its mystery. Really, the managers were not scenario shoes. Hello, Faust. Stupid Faust. They're asking you what kind of assistance you need. Their request for interpretation was not directed to you, but I cannot deny that you meddling in in the present circumstances were a welcome one. It was simply that the irrationality and the inefficiency of your suboptimal staffing choice and workflow have become sufficiently unbearable. Faust hopes this was not some guileful scheme devised to elicit Faust's cooperation. In any case, Manager, this request of mine concerns an investigation into the back doors located in the House of Spiders. I deem that the two of you should be the one most familiar with the structure and layout of the house. After all, you were the one monitoring the entirety of the 5-pronged assault operation, and sinner number 4 familiarity does not bear repeating. Do we go to House Spiders right away? House of Spider right away? Man, Ryoshi, oh my god, so cute. Oh my god, Ryoshi. I'm gonna start calling every snake in a stupid way. Ijume, Ryoju. What about Don Quixote? Donkey. You have assisted enough. Perhaps you could help Faust. Donkey! Donkey, come here. Take your sweet time, old lady. You have all time. Perhaps you could help Faust. Sure. Although not word for word, Faust relayed my intention to Hohenheim, who responded by shaking his head. Not immediately, no. There's one more member you should bring along. One more member. See me tilting my head, Hohenheim pushed up his glasses. The apprentice who was captured arrived in the House of Spiders. Kira, she has regained consciousness. Damn! 6. Survivor. Damn. The place Hohenheim led us to looked less like a recovery ward and more like an interrogation chamber. Gas chamber! Though every single medical equipment installed around seemed to be a state of the art. This place looks well equipped. Probably a direct order from upper management. Although technologies to restore lost body parts are common enough in the city, a facility of this kind is required to preserve the original form of a lower body. Man, you should give it to me. You should give it to me. Man, lower body. Fuck. Such a missed opportunity. In the reconstruction process while keeping the cost reasonable. Reasonable, huh? Do I want to ask how expensive the other options are? If this count as reasonable. A windowless room, thick with the sharp scent of medicine and chemicals. I'm looking at you respectfully. Very respectfully. Stare, even. Okay. Kira was sitting on the bed at the center of the room, kicking her feet as she regarded us. For someone recovering from bisection, she didn't look much different from how she'd appeared when I'd seen her through the Senate's shared vision. She was captured alive for the extraction of information, yes? How far along is the progress of the extraction? It hasn't yet begun, actually. We are waiting until the line of information that warrant questioning can be isolated. So far, all available personnel have been fully engaged in analyzing the documents and items discovered in the house of spiders. God damn! Ah! Then what have you been doing here? There's work to be done contingent upon information obtainable only from a recent inhabitant of the House of Spiders. And following a discussion with the upper management, I have decided to put you to use as the company had originally intended. No TV, no comic books, just a super prickly glare and a cold shoulder whenever I ask for something to pass the time. And now you suddenly need my help, huh? Give me one reason I should cooperate. Hohenheim didn't so much as twitch an eyebrow at Kira's biting tone. He merely gave her a nod with a steely, imperturbable expression. Didn't ask for your help, put you to use, I believe is what I said. Kira, I'm gonna put you to my use. No mercy. Alright. What? But but steel is heavier than the feather. I know, but both a kilogram. What? Got a question for you. What's heavier, a kilogram feather or kilogram steel? That's right, a kilogram steel. Cause steel is heavier than feather. What you mean? Both a kilogram. Steel is heavier than feather. I know, Beberapa kilogram. What? Look at the size of that thing. That's cheating. That's cheating. Its survival is not incidental. It is a result of a calculation. The company anticipates a potential profit by keeping you alive. Expected gain, as the term goes. Without such a forecast on the company's past, you would have already been disposed of. The upper management consists of people who would be disinclined to tolerate the daily maintenance and depreciation costs of this room, even at half the current numbers. Which brings us to our next point. Should you insist on maintaining this uncooperative attitude, the company may decide to convene a meeting to reassess your worth, or shall we say, lack thereof, in its projected income statement. Well, suffice to say that such reassessment would skew heavily against your favor. The outcome would be a recommendation for immediate disposal. To my room, please. Hohenheim always had a way with words that could prickle and sting. But with Kira, it almost felt as if he traded the usual thorn off for a sharper knife, intent on twisting in right where it hurts. I'm dead meat as soon as my usefulness runs out anyway. No, you're... I don't dare to say it. It's not like you're gonna let me leave, not after I kill a bazillion of you guys. Well, the thing I wanted to say is starts from flesh. And followed by the opposite of heavy. You get it. So you anticipated some form of level retaliatory response against your person. That is indeed a curious line. It's good that I refrained myself from saying or Umo. Yeah. There's some people that treat Fumo as I wonder how many of them did with my Fumo. Rather curious. The value of the information that could be extracted from an apprentice of the middle and the combat prowess honored under the tutelage of a great brother of the middle, these two considerations are likely what increased your value in the eyes of the company. Huh, y'all got zero self-respect, huh? I mean, who has? You should consider yourself fortunate. Huh? The heck are you on about? The companies will not solicit your cooperation by means of verbal exchange. Your interrogator would simply open your cranium, harvest your brain, and extract any and all necessary information without going through intermediately steps such as this. You know what? I got nothing. Bless your old hearts. I don't even give a shit anymore. Even without resorting to such methods, the range of available means to compel the disclosure of information is practically limitless. Truth serums, hypnotic suggestions, electrical shocks, and simulations, and of course procedures utilizing distortion abnormalities. That being said, the LC department prefers to distance itself from such uncivilized approaches that may entail complication and after effects. I do hope that we share a similar predilection. It's so freaking annoying, you know that, mister? The feeling is entirely mutual. Leaving a biting chill of his threats to sink in, Hohenheim turned towards the exit. Give her some push and bring her along. I don't quite seem to be myself today. No, disregard that. That too was a rather foolish thing to say. I will defer this matter to you, manager. Work of this sort likely falls more within your capabilities than my own. And with that, Hohenheim stepped out of the room, leaving me to deal with Akira. I will deal, quote-unquote, deal with Kira. His reaction was understandable. The LCE had only just finished laying its dead researchers to rest. Kira was probably the last person anyone would want to face right now. Much less speak to. What should I even say to pursue her? Poof! I was still caught in thought when someone quite unexpectedly made her way to Kira. Yeah, she might be able to talk well with her, cause you know you both kinda have one thing in common: brain rot. Yoshihide? Man, I can see the size of fuck. Man. Yoshihide, what you got there? A cliff 90 degree? You heard you got stabbed in the back by Matthias. That's not true. Are you sure about it? Papa wasn't landing a fatal blow unless he cut through me too. That's why he did exactly that. To aim for the enemy's head. Vesper survived though. He's completely fine though. Besides, he made the right choice. A little sacrifice in the thing in a family. Family coming from him. A middle mud thrown out of his kennel. Doesn't it sound ridiculous even to you? That's... thrown out? Disowned. The fucker Matthias was a... giant bot only by technicality. He fucked up badly. He was still family by name, but underneath it, everyone hoped he'd disappear quietly on his own. He was that family member nobody wanted around. Same treatment for me, being his brat. Not surprising. It's the... What? Talk normally, Yoshihide. The ball cut. Same thing for the ball cut too. Same taste. Fuck. Oh, young Ryoshu, could it be that thou also does have a passionate zeal for I quickly clapped the hand over Don Quixote's mouth as she smoothly jabbed into the conversation. Stick my finger into your mouth. So what exactly is Seth? Oh fuck, I can't talk. I'm not gonna read people anymore. I'll snap your wee neck. You know that, pal? That actually worked. Damn. What's up with the talking weird ass abbreviation? Damn, Yoshihide. Even Gen Alpha is getting confused. Cut that shit out. Ryoshu didn't bother to reply and simply chewed on the mouth and even end of her cigarette. Billy, yeah, I will beat the shit out of your ass if you don't cut shit. But is that really the right call? To her, we're probably people she needs to settle down a score with. As if. Half her tattoos are gone, Clark. They even confiscated a book. You think the middle sorry excuse for loyalty means so much for this stray that she'd bite us? Besides, poof! No better bear it from her instead. Hey, tell me why Matthias kicked the bucket. That's cause... Well, cause Papa was weaker than y'all. Huh. Yeah, you're the jerk's brat, alright. Kira pushed herself up from the bed with a sour face, but at least she didn't argue back. And recalled Hohenheim who'd been waiting outside back in. I assume the prisoner was successfully pursued. Come, you will find your weapon on the table. You may use it in the event of an emergency. What the hell? I can't even unsheath it. Ah, you won't be able to use it without authorization. The code has been slightly adjusted. Now then, let us head to the House of Spider at once. The back door is up and waiting for us. We made our way to the House of Spiders with the Kira trailing behind us, looking like she was smelling something particularly fishy on us. Ishmael is in a different room, right? How are you smelling fish? Money! Okay. Damn!
자, 해골바가지. 달리자, 루신한테!
이거 참 설레는구려.
Bruh. Oh really? Wait. Shit. No! Fuck! Jesus Christ. Oh, I need to finish that. Okay. Only a few days had passed since our last visit, but the place looked markedly different from what we remembered. The sight of the hollow, frigid atmosphere and the endless stretch of corridors hadn't changed. But Callisto's so-called artworks were now covered in white sheets, and unfamiliar devices were affixed with all along the back doors. It's literally a backroom. Holy shit. Pretty, who might those people thither be? Backroom! It's fucking backroom! What the fuck, man? Literally a syncopia. Looks like some shady bastards moved in already. Our guarded reaction prompted Hohenheim to step forward and gesture to one of the oddly dressed figures. It seems introductions are in order for both sides. This is team leader, Alan from Wayfarer Company. Will be working with others. Wayfarer Company, a corporate entity partnered with the Limbus Company, responsible for providing portal technology, has on prior occasion been referred to as the new or aspirant Dabri Corp, though the name is an unofficial one. I remember that company Veen to take Dabri Corp's place, right? The same horizon he's probably talking about getting recognized as a wing. After all, the old L Corp has already fallen, while Dabri Corp, from what I've heard, is free falling at this point. And these are the manager and sinners of the LCB department, our field operations unit, frequently deployed to deal with on-site matters firsthand. They have more personnel, but the rest are tied up with other duties elsewhere. Only a handful will be joining this investigation effort. Hello. And it's that field operation. Oh. Alan gave an understanding nod. The man slipped off his bulky helmet before extending his hand in greeting. Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's Alan, leader of the Doorbridge Team 4. Likewise. Before Faust could even rely my reciprocal greeting, words spilled out of Alan's mouth in a stringly uneven rhythm, as if my taking didn't bother him at all, like he was sticking to a script that had rehearsed. I've heard great things about you, Manager Dante of Limbus Company, and the Bar Sims performance. You're capitalized on the suppression of research and the T-Corps as a leverage to push your products, and the profits were nothing short of staggering, I heard. Oh yeah, we're supposed to be distortion resolving specialists to the public, but what's the product part about? The manager says it was merely a matter of luck. They also look forward to working with you, this task. What? Oh, you're the interpreter? In that case, I'll be sure to consult the manager only when both of you are available. Sure. Faustine seemed particularly pleased with the role Alan had pinned on her, but she nodded anyway. She quietly came to my side and answered my earlier question while Alan carried on with Hohenheim. He's referring to the Monolith Cells project. The credit was attributed to the LCB at the express request of Mr. Herbert T. Corp's executive director. Oh, so that's how the rumor spread, huh? We've reviewed the agreements. Now I understand you'll be assigned to verify what lies behind the back doors. I'd appreciate if you could share any prior knowledge you have about where these back doors connect, as detailed as you can make them, if you don't mind. Hohenheim fixed the Kira with a pointed look, though Kira responded by defiantly cocking her head in a show of irritation. She still gave up a silver of the information she had. Honestly, I got pretty much nothing if it's about Robo-Unk and his room. I mean, I've seen Albina hit up the door and the other one over there when she was popping out the farm stuff. Farm? Oh, it's oh shit, this is gonna be painful. I see. What kind of material? Human gods and all that should come back whole in piles of them. So they're probably connected to some back streets area. The back street, Any more details? Can't you stop prying, you Loki piss. Classic Gen Alpha short fuse. What? That's literally all I've got for real. For real. For a moment, Alan leveled Kira with a stiff expression. And even before I could register what had happened, Kira's head jerked to the side from a sudden punch by Alan. Ouch. I thought Kira was nimble enough to dodge a surprise attack easily, but this one seemed to have caught her completely off guard. She stood there blinking, eyes round in rude surprise. Actually, it wasn't that he caught her off guard, it was the motion of the punch itself that somehow felt off. The fist being raised, the arm being extended, the blow making contact, the chain of action was there, but it just didn't look normal. Did it just hit me? That's what you get, Gen Alpha. What the hell's wrong with... Boom! Okay, as Akira reeled from the unexpected strike, Don Quixote spoke up in a cold, sharp tone. Though, what manner of discourtesy is this? With all that winning, I thought the brat could use... This fucking brat needs correction. I had no intention of damaging your company asset, of course. I simply assumed the level of warning would not be inappropriate in this case. Team Leader Alan. That sort of conduct may not be an issue in your organization, but it is here. Should it happen again, do understand that we may choose to terminate today's joint engagement without delay. Damn. Alan stood down without arguing back, but Kira looked far from satisfied with how Hohenheim handled the situation. He gets to suck me in the face and walk off scot-free. So freaking annoying. Fortunately enough, her grumbling didn't escalate into her lashing out at Alan. The punch just now though, what was that? That's correction, brother! The brat needs correction! It exhibited a behavior that defied the standard laws of physics. What? Presumably a form of technology utilized by Welfare Company. Let us resume to the task at hand. Since I reassure you, get manager alone whatever information you have. Poof! That door should lead to one of the ring-protected turfs. The other two on the left, I remember they were marked with an X painted with blood. But I have no idea where they actually lead. It's all blurry. It seems that all the information we can provide will that suffice. We now know that the doors likely connect to a perceivable area. That's already a big improvement in terms of intel and the way for campus back home map in progress. which means there's less chance of us encountering a space beyond human perception past these doors. It's literally a back room, holy shit. Alright then, I'll proceed with the connection verification. Which door shall we test first? The door with a red blood X mark on it. Go and die. We'll start with the one scenario she mentioned. Yeah, don't trust me at all, huh? Then why even bring me along? You ask me that. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know, when the little girl is a hostage, you know what's gonna happen. It's the typical easy guess thing, you know. Ignoring his jab, Alan began sealing up various devices on the door, and soon an elegant white door opened before us. Shall we? Thou joining us as well, young Hohenheim? Just this once. Their procedures for handling overfield operations. Okay, let's see what's in there. Is that a morbid whale? What the? Is this some kind of wildlife exhibit? Wish Ishmael was here. I wish Ishmael was here right now. Psychological trauma attack. Boom! Also, monkey? The moment we stepped in, the lights hit us all at once, drawing squints and frowns from the sinners. Thanks to my I could make out a room filled with statues or perhaps taxidermied animals. It felt like a gallery of sorts, but it was so quiet that the air itself seemed to carry a strange somber weight. After a moment, someone shouted us. Fuck! Ah! Someone shattered the silence, but it wasn't Don Quixote, our usual suspect. Holy shit, the scale is just insane. That's the whale from 8th Association Great Lakes Special Issue. Kira, who seemed beaten down all along, exclaimed with a bit more energy in her voice. Man, seeing it in real life sure hits different. An Indigo Elder solo one-shot these monsters with that harpoon of his, huh? Kochi. It's Great Lake whale. It doesn't look like the one we've encountered though. Organism of various sorts can be identified here. Singularity modified outskirts born. I'm losing oxygen. No, they boom! No, duh. The RoboOnk did say that Ring has these zoos where they put monsters on display alive. Man, this would be way more fun if we could see moving ones. Everything here is dead, man. Still looks crazy sick though. The vibe really hits. Even though she was trying to play it cool, Kira kept sneaking glances at the massive horn display out to the side, clearly surprised in a way she couldn't hide. That said, I felt a distinct shortage of hyperactivity given the presence of the certain someone in our party. Don Quixote? The eye of second kindred of house tapes. What is it doing here? At the mention of the word kindred, I couldn't help but follow Don Quixote's gaze. Opposite the well was another kind of exhibit. It contained items leaning on the more gruesome side of things, starting with a crimson eyeball that caught Don Quixote's attention, and body parts like hands and bones that looked as though they had been straight from the human body. It's a gallery of the school of Fauvism, probably a main studio at that, which comes with a maestro's atelier and an auction house.
Alan, we will be making our exhibition preparing the lockdown sequence.
Oh no. Before Hohenheim could even finish his urgent transmission, numerous footsteps closing from somewhere nearby. Turning towards the sound of shoes clucking on the floor, we found strange figures wearing animal masks, staring directly at us. I don't know why. Reminds me of a little library ruiner. The presence. It's kinda like Papa's. Papa's did. Ain't no way, that's not a raid boss. We can clear out our level. We gotta get out of here. It's not that simple. Retreating is not a viable solution here. The door is connected to the House of Spiders. Escaping without installing the security system will invite pursuit. We must hold them until Alan is ready to initiate the lockdown sequence. As tension thickened, one of the strangers who wore a peculiar bone mask stepped forward. The voice that spoke to us carried equal part curiosity and delight.
You came through that door, and the house full, one just a baseless wormhole. A stray little spiderling, fallen the parents' valve. How many years has it been?
You. Who are you?
Alright, makes sense that you were failed to recognize me. I used to wear the unmasked Batman I used to visit as your tutor. Didn't I? Yes, that must have been when I was quite captive. Safe you have that here until the raw still thrashing fish living prey. And the predator as ferocious yet cavernously was unhowling.
Rings a bell. You're that master's full lesson was it?
That's right, Emil and Benwood. And they say you can't hatch a phoenix from a chicken's egg. Doesn't always apply, I see. Looks like that man of yours is still sly as a raven, unlike your nurse brothers.
Don't presume. I only remember you because the fuck you, Yoshida! Of highs and guts made for passable ass wide. At first glance, it looked like Ryoshi was casually talking a trip down memory lane with the maestro. But I had a feeling she was, in fact, dragging this out on purpose to buy us time. The lockdown sequence thing, how much longer till it's ready? Young Hohenheim, the lockdown sequence. Pom 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 pom. Lockdown sequence. Lockdown sequence. Pom pom pom. Don Quixote, who had been shooting ring members, an incensed glare sparked by a discovery of a kindred's eye, swiftly relayed my words to Hohenheim without even a hint of her earlier shenanigans. I'm afraid the progress and speed of the lockdown sequence lies in Alan's hands, not mine. It is by its nature a time-consuming work. We cannot expect haste. Perhaps that does make this a suitable juncture to try out Plan A. Plan A. Any suggestions that involve Don Quixote removing the shoes will not be dignified with a serious discussion. Instead, maybe what Hohenheim had in mind had nothing to do with Don Quixote's shoes, because he opened his mouth as though he was about to retort to Faust's categorical rejection. But the moment he followed Faust's eyes and saw what she was looking, fighting potentially is not something I dislike. As for this, however, this seems more like grasping at straws. At the end of their gaze was Ryoshu's blade, Arayashiki. I was going to try using it anyway. I've long wanted to see if a master's death is any different. Telling him that we were just leaving won't work, will it? No, it won't. Every individual present here would be quite a fascinating specimen to the artists of the ring. We are practically a windfall of inspiration and material that has so conveniently been delivered to them. Is it improbable that they will allow us to return unharmed? Faust is right. She and Hohenheim are geniuses, and Ryoshu is the wielder of Arayashiki. Don Quixote is a kindred of a higher generation, and I happen to house a golden bowl in my head. I have no idea how much information the ring has on us, but even if they knew nothing, they wouldn't let us go easily. Are you sure about Ryoshu? If I'm sure about this or not, Clark. Think of that woman as Layhan. No! You know what? I got nothing. Bless y'all's hearts. I don't even give a shit anymore. I'll take care of the rest. Right, probably our best shot. What Ryoshu meant was quite clear. Resonate with the golden bow, second an advantage to find an equal footing, then catch them off guard by slowing down the flow of time. A cut from the Arayashiki, even if it doesn't give us a real fighting chance, might at least stall the masters long enough to give us the time to get away. This floor of exhibit only houses submissions from students and docents. But if you look closely enough, there are some perceptible ones that shows the promise of excellence. And above all, this is the gallery of the School of Fauvism, and mine the gallery of Emerald Venuer, which is why I would prefer to take you with an unnecessary foot. Wait, I should do French accent with them. A possible shame. Still, if you're taking a more unique relic here, masterless and one at least, acquiring Arayashiki makes it worth the cost. I can't do the French accent. Poof! If you want a taste. Confusion flickered across Yoshi's face as she tried to unsheath her blade. What's the matter? How? The lock the House of Spiders used to bind the Arayashiki no longer exists. So why? Why can't I draw the blade? Now that's unexpected. So the rumors of you mastering the relic, were they false? The masters only gave a loose swing of her arm, but it was enough to make Ryoshu recoil. A shadow of surprise crossed her face. The wound looked like nothing more than a light gash, yet the master's contemplative gaze shifted between the blood on Ryoshu's arm and her own, as though the attack had been an experiment to prove a hypothesis. It wasn't hard to guess what she was thinking. Not as did you. I had my doubts from the moment I saw you today. Was
Uh. Oh my god. My vision turning purple. Oh my god, everything looks purple. Oh god. My hands are numb. And headache. Oxygen, deep breathing. The maestro advanced towards us with an assured certainty. Then seized the beige thread dangling from the ceiling. No, calling it a mere thread would be wrong. It was something that resembled a thread, yet felt much more disturbing. Oh no. The thrice coiled ring on her ring finger gave off a cold glint. The walls and the ceiling instantly began to echo with a sickening squelch, the crack of flesh and bones assembling. What the hell is that? Am I subtitled? Her sheer presence radiated pressure as oppressive as that of the nurse fathers, only more primal and untempered. My eyes. The attack from the Eagle Gear Hohenheim hastily brandished didn't even last a moment. The weapon was knocked from his hand. Damn. As I scrambled to equip the snares with their identity, something abruptly stopped the beast-like appendage midway through its hurling motion. And one who intercepted the blow. Damn! Was Kira struggling to push back against the serpentine arm with her still sealed blaze? Kira! Did she suddenly have a change of heart I wasn't aware of? Obviously not. She couldn't have changed her mind that quickly. Oh, food. Because the look on her face couldn't be anything other than that of utter regret.
They're definitely gonna teach me here. Quit yapping. Seeing an opening, Don Quixote slammed into the arm with her full might, knocking it off its trajectory. Predictably, however, the sheer force of the maestro's attack instantly reduced her to a red sludge of flesh and bones. What? Don Quixote just turned into pulp. Let me see. Fuck you. Faust retrieved the organic remnants of Sinatra. What is TTM? What is TTM? Thick-thighed mummy. Want to get clear? One of the few students rushed in through the doorway, chasing after the students who had gone in ahead, but fortunately, Alan managed to sever the connection between the two back doors before the master could cross over. Poof! Hey, Don Quixote. Otis is kind of the woman who replies to your message whenever you message. Like in a second. Everyone to me! Dogpile on me.
다들 힘이 솟는 것 같네요. 지금 달려들면 딱 좋겠어요.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about it.
최악이요. 소재는 망가졌고 영감은 이미 떠난 지 오래지. 이리도 굴욕적인 기분은 참으로 오랜만이군.
시연회의 일정이 잡혔습니까? 시연회의 일
부름
자,
마침내
다들 힘이 솟는 것 같네요. 지금 달려들면 딱 좋겠어요.
Oh my god, she's so cute. Okay, how do you work? I assume you're basically the same as Roger. You're a lesser version of Roger.
효과적이네요. 이 방식을 기억하는 게 좋겠어요.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
자, 맞서보죠. 우리들에게 이 값 하도 별것도 아니잖아요.
이 정도쯤은
아무튼 놀라운 한방이네요.
보여드려야겠군요. 외면의 예술을.
방금 전투는 좀 인상 깊었어요. 어떤 고래도 거뜬히 잡을 것 같은 투지였는데요.
영감이 떠올랐어요.
놀라운 명령이네요. 적을 완벽히 파악하고 있으신 거군요.
저의 뼈로 틀을 잡고 저의 살로 채워넣은 외면의 예술.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 사냥이 성공적이었네요. 이 흐름대로 사냥을 끝내러 가보죠.
아이씨, 짜증나게. 바이올렛 브레이크 슬랩.
Cute.
으타! 더 먹어치워라! 사냥이
저것들
성공적이었네요.
전부
이
녹여서
흐름대로
썰어버려도
사냥을 끝내러
상관없지?
가보죠.
이제야 친해졌네요.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
God damn, that's so good. And holy shit. Damn, Alan, you should have gone a bit harder. She didn't even nosebleed, man. What a weenie ass pants, you fucking. If you punch someone, do it like you're about to decapitate their neck. Oh, mama. Christ. Looking at it respectfully. Respectful. God damn! What is history? Oh. Yoshu, using a vibration will make it more tedious, you know that? Everyone not gonna understand you and they will ask you. Therefore, defeating a like purpose of making a vibration, which is kinda intuitive. That's... What? Manhandled Kira with a fist to her face. Yeah. Who's Night Owl's Capitano? Oh. Just clueless man summoned there. My head. Piercing headache. Puff. There's Arayashiki in there. Mommy, don't pull out the katana. No, mommy, stop. Yoshu, do you... What is SS? SS. What did you think I said? What? A sentient sword. Oh. It's not me I said that, by the way. Is it? Yoshu, are you? Do you? The lost memory of.
약지에 감긴 스바퀴의 반지는 마에스트로가 되기 위해 인정받은 세 가지 작품을
God
뜻하죠.
damn.
비록 지금 제 작품이 만인의 신금을 울리지는 못하더라도 여전히 반지에 부끄럽지 않은 작품을
What is that?
것 같네요.
Currency. Oh. Backroom. Little fucking backroom. No, please do not. Irregular phenomena. Damn, no. The group of men is stripping Sinclair to examine. Oh. Examination. An hour? Why? Oh. Oh.
Bowl cut. Cut on. Oh my god, she's fine. Damn. Super sulky mod engaged. Not what not talking about. Oh. Super pass bitter candy. Oh my god, this is fucking wholesome. Oh my god, this is fucking awesome. Oh my god, this is fucking awesome. Uh. Oh no. Rodion Romano, bitch! That's that, and this is this. Rien. Did we learn anything about Sinclair's sign? Little German boys. Is also little German boy. I need to kill myself.
Okay, 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 I will watch. Okay, 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 okay. Blueberries. Blueberries, blue, man. Are you colorblind? Why do you think blueberry got the blueberry name? Uh, uh. That's just ordinary meme video. I've seen it like 100 times. Oh, that's not reverse, by the way. That's just how dog. I don't know why that dog was that aggressive, but I love how he screamed at the gate. Bottom heavy. Perpetual motion invented. Save the humanity. Obey to cat. Did they circumcise?
Electrical stimulation?
Sinclair, why are you blushing? Did you enjoy? What the fuck, man? Oh no, the text got smaller.
Here you go again. I remember another future guys who came out and didn't he? Dancing bottom is got to be left in this on my heart. Like a muscle memory or whatever. Perhaps you can still pull out some of those tricks from back then. Heard you kicked off Papa out there. And pulled out the trick you picked up from the placid old geezer, right? Not just that, it was in the man technique quite effortlessly too. What, the groin ring thing? Yup, the groin ring thing. He had tubes and coil around his weapon. I used the groin ring thing on your dick. This is the first time hearing anything about it. Alright, so what exactly is the darn thing, anyone? Maybe some technique that enhances physical capability of your dick. I mean, I guess the flashy aura that makes a real solid one part of it, but there's gotta be more, right? You know, it could be a secret finger thing they pass on to the members technique, yeah, something like that. Damn it, chicken is Look at it, the black cornulator, the lay hand and then there's further we fold a whole lot of them in fingers, ain't they? Man.
Kill me. Kill me. No. Oh no. No sugar coat. Even spice coat. Spice coat even. Ah. He deteriorated. He melted into ground. Oh no. Ethan is gone. Make love. How does that work?
Money.
I don't know if I can continue. My headache is getting worse and worse. And hope. Dante! That is so rude of you. I will tear apart that clock and use it as my wristwatch. Fuck you. DLC games art style. I'm not really knowledgeable DLC, but thank you. The face of two. Oh wait. Wait. Fuck. Never mind. One to one. I knew I could rely on you, Otis. Your recognition of my loyalty honors me, Executive Manager. I, Otis, understand better than anyone you're concerned about the peril of working with a prisoner of war so liable to betray. No.
with me, Ishmael. Why would you say that? I'm so sad, man. Ishmael, please. What the fuck, man? Come on, why? No, 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 no. Why, you ask? The Discord stream? I guess maybe next time I draw the Patreon post. Oh, you can't join. Hmm. I don't know. Oh, wait. The background drawing. Yeah, I need to finish that as well. I need money. Money! Oh.
자, 빌어보세. 이 돌이 기꺼이 그대에게 가서 맡기를.
Rock. You don't tell me in what order I stream. I'm just joking. I don't know. I don't know which one I will do first. I should prioritize the Patreon though, cause I need the money urgently in 3 months. Yeah, why not DM? You can DM me. You can. Everyone is DMing me. No, I don't think so.
알짱거려요. 지금이 제일 민감한 시간이니까 괜히 걸리적거리지 말고 안전한 데로 가시죠. 특히 저기 눈동자에 초점이 없는 사람이랑 손목 한쪽에 날아가서 버려진 사람 근처엔 가지도 마시고.
Friend request is blocked, but not DM. And also, even you could send it to the Share Your Art channel. You know? You could even send it to there. And like ping me or something so I can react.
Which something are you talking about? Okay, I think I want to end the stream for now. My headache is getting worse and worse. And,
지금이 제일 민감한 시간이니까 괜히 걸리적거리지 말고
I might start
안전운전
joining
하시고.
another yacht.
특히 저기
After I
눈동자에
eat
초점
dinner.
맞는 사람이랑 손목 한쪽에 날아가서 버려진 사람 근처엔 가지도 마시고.
Got some idea of a healthy yacht from puzzle, so. Piece of literature. So it's a text. Yeah, you could put that in a low form channel. Should I make a fanfic tag for the law forum?
고코? 저걸 실화로 쳐서 뽑네.
How do I do that again? Oh. Fanfic. Okay. Done. You curious? I'm curious too. Because I have no idea yet. I said I got some idea from puzzle, but the idea in question is that he mentioned that he wanna see some for Helvy as well, and that gave me an motivation to draw Helvy one again. So I'm now shouting to puzzle, if you want something, give me idea. Longer than Bible? Did you write all by yourself? Yeah, that can't be right. I'm so confused. What the fuck? Who wrote that? Yeah, that's gotta be like a Guinness World Record or something. one single literature that has 32 million words in one. Some guy on 3 asterisks. I wonder what that is. It had Kazu and Mimi? Or Kazu and Helby, was it?
후, 고코? 저걸 실화로 쳐서 뽑네.
I'm so confused. How though? And who is that? And why is that? And how is that? I have so many questions. I I will have to accuse him of something for not contacting me at all. He just put my OCs in there. And I am not aware of that. Isn't that a kind of problem? I don't know, even just a fan art, people ask me sometimes. I mean, fan art is always welcomed, so it's not like that, but like whenever they wanted to use my OC for something, they ask me. Or at least I said ask me first.
캐 벨로 절묘하군요. 너네 벨로 아름답지 않네요.
Cute.
두려우신가요, 바시야? 혈관의 두께 나쁘지 않아요. 이제야 친해졌네요.
Yeah, ideas are welcome. I always shout sex jokes all over the stream, but I'm actually not really knowledgeable about it.
아슬아슬한 합격점이었다는 생각이 드네요. 하지만 이번 교류로는 어떠한 발전도 개선점도 찾을 수가 없었어요. 파시아는 얼른 스스로 완성되고 싶을 텐데. 돌아가서 방부 처리한 신체들을 만져보며 습작을 하는 편이 좋겠네요.
I love her che bello non è bello.
캐 벨로 절묘하군요. 너네 벨로 아름답지 않네요.
Italian, I think.
봤지? 내 터치가 살짝 들어간 것만으로도 때깔이 완전 달라진다고. 여기서는 조금 더 거칠게. 아! 부서졌잖아.
The fucking image. The fucking image. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna end the stream here. And I will take a rest. Stop! Stop! Ah! Alright. I might come back at the Discord stream to draw the Patreon post, or might not.